future home of Super Bowl 56. There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and 2, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Second down at 5. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on a catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 56. Mike 56. Don't get nervous. 56.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 4. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check.
On 2nd down and 4. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasize ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. On second down, Eckler. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 35 on second down, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
To the air again, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First down, New Orleans.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Salvon Ahmed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Herbert now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Herbert on 1st down now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And running with power here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Here's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Allen. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Herbert back to the air. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. With his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Flushed out right. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Herbert off of play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the Saints' 23-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Right there.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Saints 17. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Charger drive about to get going. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
So gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike 56, Mike 56. They're not ready for this, man. Check smash, check smash. Y'all playing the wrong football. 70 range, 70 range.
Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the game here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Chargers 35, Saints 24.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Pass midfield. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. This is Anderson. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the... This is caught at the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Sliding out of the pocket. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Derwin James.